side of the opening round for the NAIA National Basketball Tournament. Beginning with the 4th-seeded Marian Knights out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and the Crossroads Conference, going up against the 13th-seeded Freed-Hardman Lions out of Henderson, Tennessee, in the Mid-South Conference. Marian comes in with a record of 25-5, a conference mark of 14-4. Freed-Hardman at 19-12 overall, 13-9 in the conference. Tyler Reedy and Owen Godberson here on the call. Owen, 2 great games already on the women's side of things. Saw an upset in the second matchup. Here, flipping over to the men's side, 2 great more ones coming up.
Yeah, it should be a fantastic game that we've got between Freed-Hardman and Marian to kind of start things off for the men's side. Remember last year in the tournament when we had the 2021 opening round the opening round, the Friday games were frankly a little bit better than the Saturday games on both sides last time round. If that is going to be the case again this year, we could be in for a great day tomorrow, but this one here looks electric. We were watching the 2 teams in the warm-up. They seem sharp, they seem dialed in, and this could be an intense matchup.
So taking a look at these 2 teams, how they got here coming in. Freed-Hardman had a loss in the Mid-South Conference first round, 81-64 to Georgetown. However, they did finish the regular season before the tournament, winning 7 of their last 9 games. And Marian, on the other hand, they've been red hot. They've peaked at the right time, won 11 straight games before an 86-85 nail-biter of a conference final loss against Grace in the Crossroads Conference. And the stats are fairly similar with these 2 teams. The biggest difference that stands out is the defense of Marian. Freed-Hardman is allowing 75.9 points per game, Marian allowing 63 points per game. So the question is, I would say, can Freed-Hardman overcome the hot streak that Marian has been on and score enough to keep up with the Red Hot Knights offense?
And I'm looking, my big key is whether or not Cortland Martin can make himself known today, averaging between the 2 sides the most points per game at 20.5 points per game. By far the standout offensive talent between these 2 teams. If he can get hot, oh boy, look out for Freed-Hardman. But on the flip side, Marian's got some pretty solid players all the way across the boards with 4 different players averaging double-digit points per game.
And taking a look at the starting 5s, they are known between Freed-Hardman and Marian. Freed-Hardman's going with number 0, Cortland Martin, the man you just talked about, the all-time leading scorer in the Lions program with over 2,000 career points. Number 3, Hunter Skurlock, the sophomore forward from Nashville. Number 4, Geraldo Lane, freshman guard. Mid-South Conference Freshman of the Year winner for this season. Number 10, Dawson Bailey, the sophomore guard. And number 13, Riley McLaren as well, the sophomore guard from Eagleville, Tennessee. And then for Marian, their starting 5, going with number 2, junior guard Christian Harvey. Last year, made the All-Crossroads second team. This year, an honorable mention in the All-Conference team. Number 3, Jacob Wiley as well. Played 4 years at Illinois University, Chicago, but he's here now as a senior at Marian. Number 5, Tyree Johnson, the senior guard / forward. This year, All-Crossroads defensive team. Last year, All-Crossroads all-defensive team as well. So going to watch him when Freed-Hardman has the ball looking to score. And then number 23, Luke Goman as well. Number 30, Christian Stewart rounds it out, the senior guard. All Crossroads first team this year. So in addition to the few guys you talked about in the beginning, who else between Freed-Hardman and Marian you looking for here today?
If you look, going down a little bit towards the ball control side of things, Cortland Martin, he's really the star of the game when it comes to the offensive side of things. Not necessarily when it comes to the rebounds and doing the hard, nitty-gritty work down low. Geraldo Lane, for me, as a freshman too as well. Impressive stats coming in with the 3.5 and 5.2, 3.5 defensive rebounds per game, and a total of 5.2 per game. That could be the key. We talked about this earlier in the earlier games that won or lost in the paint. We saw that a little bit. I think today we were looking at the lineups. We're thinking there might be a slam dunk or two in this one. If you can get that hard work down low, maybe draw a couple of and ones as well, this game could swing momentum either way between the Knights and the Lions.
And looking at the coaches as well, Freed-Hardman is led by head coach Drew Stutz in his 3rd season. And boy, what a turnaround he's led with this program. 3 years ago, the year before Stutz took over, the Lions went 7-23, and ever since it's been 18-10, 15-9, and now this year 19-12, and the Lions are in the NAIA tournament. And then for Marian as well, Coach Scott Hetty leads them. He's reached the NAIA tournament in all 5 of his coaching seasons as the head coach. Before that, he went 141-38 as the head coach at Carmel High School for 7 years. 3 times Indianapolis Star Coach of the Year, and he also played college basketball like Coach Drew Stutz did. He played his at Limestone College in Indianapolis Central. So should be a great one. 2 teams with some tournament pedigree and some tournament experience going head-to-head. Marian and Freed-Hardman coming up next on Striv TV.
Because no 2 sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or in your own backyard, our treatment and rehabilitation plans will get you back to your peak performance.
Trust our team with your sports medicine needs.
Game on.
ready to rock here at DJ Sokol Arena for the first of our 2 NAIA men's tournament opening round games here in Omaha. Got the 4th-seeded Marian Knights going up against the 13th-seeded Freed-Hardman Lions. Tyler Reedy and Owen Godberson on the call for it. Owen, any final notes here before we tip it off?
I want multiple dunks. I want a lot of aggressiveness inside of the paint. But with how quickly it looks like both of these teams can transition down the floor, I'm also looking to see some accuracy from beyond the arc. We saw in the previous game there were some distance threes hit. I imagine that might be the case again today if either team can get hot.
So we are underway. Marian begins with the basketball. Here's Tyree Johnson working around the perimeter. The senior guard / forward from Indianapolis. Christian Stewart, number 30, he's the leading scorer at 18.3 points per game. However, a turnover here as Jacob Wiley ran out of real estate on the baseline. And now we see Freed-Hardman pushing the other way. Extra pass to the corner, 3-point shot. McLaren can't hit, and it's rebounded by Luke Goldman.
That was an early look, and disappointing to have that first one not hit.
Stewart will not be disappointed with his first shot. That's a confident stroke from the top of the key, and it's 3-0 Knights.
That was an even more difficult shot. Yes, it was at the top of the key and not quite in the corner. Farther away.
Here's a three-pointer looking to answer. That one comes up short from Dawson Bailey. You saw Stewart hit the three, selected to the All-Crossroads Conference first team. As he throws it all the way back to Tyree Johnson. Now they move it around. Christian Harvey, and now Stewart gets it back. Calling for a screen. He gets it from Wiley. Stewart across the court for Harvey. 6 to shoot. Harvey might have to step into a three with 1 to shoot. Trying to beat the buzzer. It comes up short and rebounded by Geraldo Lane. Here he comes. Swinging it to the far side for 3. That one knocked down and the game is tied. That's Dawson Bailey. Had the earlier miss from distance, but he connects that time and we're even. So you called it right off the bat. Marian and Freed-Hardman looking for those quick transition threes.
And exchanging of the two so far. A nice up and under there from Wiley.
Yep, Jacob Wiley able to add 2 more as Stewart got it to him cutting toward the basket. And the Knights lead 5-3. Now a jumper coming the other direction is short, but a nice follow-up from Geraldo Lane, who has 2. And we tie back up at 5 here, 2.5 minutes in. Lane already 2 rebounds to go along with his first 2 points. There's Harvey getting it over to Stewart. Wants to go to Wiley in the post. He gets it. Wiley runs into a double team, and that'll be an offensive foul. They call him for the charge. Standing in to take it was Dawson Bailey, who's off to a good start on both ends of the court. And it's Freed-Hardman basketball.
Dawson Bailey getting his feet set down low, waiting for that contact. I think the key to a good charge anymore is a little bit of embellishment. You want to make it look good, but not overly so. And I think he struck beautifully there, Dawson Bailey. 10 out of 10.
So it's Lions basketball. Looking to take the lead for the first time today. And they'll move this one back in, and not a foul, but out of bounds off of Marian. That was Cortland Martin trying to find Hunter Skurlock driving it in. Cortland Martin, we talked about him in the pregame. All-time leading scorer in Freed-Hardman program history, 2,291 career points. Got the basketball here, and he can be a good passer as well, but unable to finish it was Bailey. And here comes Marian. Knights looking for their lead back. It's Stewart, guarded tightly by Lane. Moves it over to Christian Harvey. Harvey on the drive. Harvey draws the foul, and it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Christian Harvey, the junior from Richmond, Indiana.
And that is terrific balance from Harvey to keep that drive going, get so close to the rim. An effort like that almost deserves the and one, but couldn't quite get it to go.
Harvey knocks down the first one, 65% free throw shooter. He's seen all the accolades in his Marian career. 2 years ago, Crossroads Conference Freshman of the Year. Last year, All Crossroads second team, and this year, an All Crossroads honorable mention. And he starts 1 of 2 from the line, so it's 6-5 in favor of the Knights. And here comes Cortland Martin, yet to take a shot. See if that changes here. Instead, he'll kick it out. Riley McLaren able to get it back to Martin. And now they work around the perimeter. Dawson Bailey, another 3. That one offline. And rebounded by Luke Goman. Here comes Marian the other way. Stewart on a screen from Goman. Working around the perimeter. Here's Harvey. Floating it back for Stewart at the top. Guarded by Martin. That's a heck of a matchup to watch for. 2 of the best scorers we'll see here. Now a drive, kick it out. Harvey speeding towards the lane. Harvey can't score. Rebound pops out toward the sideline. It's a shot clock violation anyway. And Freed-Hardman will take over as we'll see some substitutions made. .16:01 to go in the first half. Dawson Bailey, 3 early points for Freed-Hardman. Christian Stewart has 3 as well for Marian. As Cortland Martin will lead things ahead as Hayden Lankabell has come in for the Knights. 25 in white. There's a drive and kick. Jeremiah Alexander seeing his first minutes, gets it back again. Alex Rush moves it out for a 3-point shot. That one is missed by Wanya King. Just checked into the game. So King, Alexander, and Rush, the substitutions for Freed-Hardman. There's Stewart looking for a tough try. It won't go. Martin, spin move on the dribble as he pushes up the floor. Martin goes to the corner, wide open. All the time in the world for Alexander, but he's short. Has his own rebound, though, and he throws back to Martin. Cortland Martin slings it cross court. There's another 3-pointer. That one is missed by Wanya King. So after we saw a couple early 3-pointers made, both teams starting to struggle from the outside.
It's unfortunate that they weren't quite hitting there. There's some terrific distribution from Cortland Martin.
Freed-Hardman now 1 of 7 from deep. There's some terrific distribution. Christian Harvey to Tyree Johnson, and the Knights take an 8-5 lead. Just over 5 minutes in here in Omaha. Cortland Martin, quick moves. Able to kick this one out. Extra pass. Rush gets it over to the corner, and another 3 is missed. That time it was Lane, and the rebound to Marian. Stewart draws the foul. That'll go on the floor. It'll be the second team foul against Freed-Hardman.
They've got to stay composed here, Freed-Hardman. I know they're getting frustrated, not hitting those open looks that they keep getting. And cannot translate to the defensive side of the court. You need to stay out of foul trouble.
Christian Harvey surveying at the top, gets it to Tyree Johnson. Harvey, pass deflected and taken away. Great anticipation from King. He gets his man in the air, dishes off, and it's 2 points for Geraldo Lang, who now has 4. And it's an 8-7 game. 8-7 game, and now the ball will come back to Freed-Hardman on a double dribble. So now Marian starting to look a little bit unsettled with the quick turnover and the double dribble immediately after.
Chance for Freed-Hardman to get their noses in front now.
Lane and Bailey have all 7 points so far for the Lions. Marian has 4 different scores to get them their 8. Here's Alexander. Hands back for King. Continue to work the perimeter. Lane over to Rush. Martin, airtight defense on him. Martin still gonna take the 3, and Martin gonna knock it down. What a shot that was. Cortland Martin has his first 3 points of the game, and the Lions, as he said, sticking their nose in front. They're up by 2. So now it's Stewart. He'll take a deep three. Stewart couldn't get that one to go, but it's rebounded by Lankabell. And a foul called on the drive as Christian Harvey able to work his way in and get the foul against Freed-Hardman. We'll call it against 35, Alex Rush. Third team foul against the Lions. Marian still trailing by 2. We'll have a fresh 20 on the shot clock. As the inbound goes to Lankabell, make that Goldman. Now Stewart has it. Stewart along the baseline, try to kick it out, but the pass intercepted in the air by King. Now the Lions lose it. 2-on-1. Let's see if we get that dunk you're looking for. Not quite, but 2 points nonetheless for Tyree Johnson.
A strong layup and a dunk. While they do look stylistically different, end of the day, same amount of points.
So we are even at 10. Tyree Johnson now with 4 points. He's 2 of 2 from the field to start. And he gets his hand on that pass, knocks it out of bounds. And we will see Christian Harvey out of the game for Marian. Maximus Jizzy has come in. 12:40 to go in the first half. As this is fed inside to Alex Rush. Looking to create space, and he does under the basket. Laying it in for 2. Alex Rush has his first bucket, and it's 12-10 Lions. Here's Stewart. Over to Johnson. Stewart gets it back. Now feeds it over for a 3. That one is offline quite a bit from Lankabell. It goes out of bounds. And Freed-Hardman takes over, looking to extend on the 2-point lead. And with every single match that we've seen so far, it hasn't been the higher seed getting off to a hot start like we might have expected. Lower seed has held its own all 3 matchups. This one staying true to that.
I think it's just a testament as to how much parity there is at the NAIA level, but also it is March, like you said. These teams coming in fired up and hot. They know that this could be it for the seniors. It could be it for their careers. They want to leave on a high.
Stewart driving, kicks it back out. Lankabell works his way in. Tough layup try, able to get it back on the rebound. Now it's kicked out. Tyree Johnson up to Jizzy. Lankabell again, step back 3. Let's see if he hits this one. He isn't able to. Lankabell an early 0 of 2 from distance. And now the Lions. King tied up for a moment, able to get it through, and a foul will be called on the floor with Lane working along the baseline. Looks like they'll get it on Goldman. That's his first personal. Second team foul against Marian, as we'll see 3 changes made by the Lions. So we've got Riley McLaren, Silas Clark into the game, along with Hunter Skurlock. And for Marian, Jacob Wiley in as well. Tyree Johnson to the bench with 11:22 to go in the first half. This is fed back for Skurlock. McLaren dishes back out. Jeremiah Alexander on the drive. Can't score. Contested well by Goldman. And here come the Knights. Stewart working in the right corner. Picks up his dribble. And goes back for Wiley, who's unable to score, but 2 free throws coming up on the foul. It's Jacob Wiley with a strong play to draw it. He will head to the line looking to get the game tied up.
Yeah, that really was his only option there, was to go up, even though it was contested and not the best look in the world. Ran out of real estate real quick and just wanted to draw the foul.
Wiley, the senior from Houston, Texas, gets the bounce on the first one. 65.4% free throw shooter on the year. And he's got them both. 4 points for Wiley. The game is tied at 12. Skurlock feeds it over to Clark. Back for McLaren. Clark again working in. Alexander pushing in on Goldman. Alexander can't find any space. He's able to get it back, but that's a double dribble. Freed-Hardman, the bench saying he lost control of it, but the officials beg to differ, and Marian takes over with 10:40 to go in the half.
Yeah, it did look like there was a little bit of a tip in there, so may have had a case on that one.
Here's Goldman for the Knights. Stewart, tough drive. He's swatted away that time by Skurlock. And now the Lions in transition. Stewart able to get back on the play. King on a bounce to Alexander. Alexander, that will be a foul against Marian. Looked like they might have thought he traveled. We'll get the foul on Goldman once again. That's his second. He's pleading his case to the official that he played him straight up. But Goldman will have to check out of the game along with Lankabell, as we will see Tyree Johnson and Luke Hetty into the game for Marian. Alexander traveled. So now Marian gets the travel they were looking for. And with 10:07 to go, they'll take over. Offense certainly slowing down in the last few minutes or so as we remain tied at 12, working toward the halfway point of the first 20 minutes. Here's Stewart. Goes across to Maximus Jizzy. On the bounce, Wiley along the baseline. Wiley, tough finish, but he gets it to go, and Marian has taken the 2-point lead.
A drive inside there as well from an awkward angle. Still got it to go. Impressive there.
Martin. It's been fairly quiet so far. Martin, that's a long two, and Martin drains it. Cortland Martin is something else off that quick dribble. Stepping back and draining that one to tie the game at 14.
He's only taken 2 shots today, one from beyond the arc, one that jumper right there. Both of them nothing but net.
9 minutes to go in the first half. Stewart racing in. Has to peel back. Dishes out to Jizzy. Giving some space. Stewart again. 3 to shoot. Turnaround jumper, and the window is used by Jacob Wiley for 2.
Not quite 5 o'clock here Central Time. Banks are still open, folks.
Jacob Wiley with 6 points, and it's 16-14 Knights. King, there's a 3-pointer. He lets it fly. He knocks it down from the top. And just as I said, the offense is slowing down. They pick right back up as the Lions take the lead by 1. Hetty hands off to Stewart. Christian Stewart is going to draw the foul against Freed-Hardman as Marian set to bring Harvey and Lankabell back into the game. And we will get a timeout before it happens with 8:09 to go in the first half. Lions 17, Knights 16. Looking at the leading scores thus far in this one. For Freed-Hardman, Cortland Martin has 5. As he said, 2 for 2 from the field, 1 on the 3, the other on the step-back jumper. Geraldo Lane has 4 points to go with 2 rebounds. Dawson Bailey and Wanya Kane each with 3, and Alex Rush, who saw some minutes in the early going, has 2 as well. For Marian, Jacob Wiley has been the guy, hitting 3 2-point shots along with 2 free throws to get him to 8 points. Tyree Johnson has 4. Christian Stewart, fairly quiet so far, 1 for 4 from the field, but he did hit that 3. Also 2 rebounds and 3 assists, so he's done some work outside of scoring offensively too. And then 1 point for Christian Harvey. So 8:09 to go in the first half. It's been fairly back and forth. We've seen some offensive spurts, but some defensive runs as well. What stood out to you in these first 12 minutes, Owen?
I've been impressed with Luke Goldman and Hayden Lankabell, respectively, on the Marian side of things. Each of those guys with 3 rebounds already. That is massive on both sides of the court. Defense, you're able to get it in transition if you look up quick enough, and offensively, getting your boys another look if they miss the shot, getting up, getting The dirty work really down in the paint. Never is fun, never is enjoyable because you're always getting hacked at, but so far those two have stood out strong in the paint with a combined 6 rebounds thus far.
So it's Marian basketball coming out of the timeout. They trail by 1. 4th seed in the tournament. We're in this region, rather, with a record of 25-5. Looking to score there is Wiley, unable to get it to go, and the rebound to Dawson Bailey. They push this up ahead. Bailey gets it back now. Under 8 minutes to play in the half. Martin double teamed. You see how worried they are about him, but they leave McLaren wide open, and he makes them pay. The Knights had all their attention on Cortland Martin, and it cost them 3 points. So a 4-point lead now for Freed-Hardman. How will the Knights respond? They're swinging around the perimeter. Get it back to Harvey. Goes cross court to Luke Heddy. Lankabell looking for 2, doesn't go on the floater. And a rebound from Alex Rush, who's back in the game. Transition 3, McLaren wants it again, but misses it. And the rebound is knocked out to Tyree Johnson. He brings it ahead. Harvey. Johnson feeds it into Wiley. Couple defenders looming. Now they work it around to Heddy. Luke Heddy driving in. Gives back for Harvey. Strong defense from Freed-Hardman. Only 4 to shoot. Going to have to be a deep 3 from Heddy, and it's strong, but rebounded by Marian. Kick out 3. That one misses as well from Johnson. And a foul called against the Knights. Going for the rebound. It'll go against Luke Heddy, who was able to grab the first offensive board to keep the possession going. Actually, it was Lankabell who grabbed it. Heddy missed the first 3-pointer. The foul goes against Heddy, and it's Lions basketball working with that 4-point lead.
And that could have been a huge momentum swing if they were able to hit that 3 off the offensive rebound. A chance wasted.
Alex Rush gets over to McLaren. Give and go. Rush is denied. A big-time block up against the glass from Wiley. Now Marian the other way. Heddy for 3. That one will be offline. And it's rebounded by Dawson Bailey. Look at that speed. Martin, oh man. He missed the layup though. He can't believe it. Did he ever hit the accelerator coming down the court that time? And now a steal once again. Wiley lost it. Martin, can he finish this one? He can't, but he's fouled. Watch out. Going hard into the bleachers there. Behind the basket is Harvey. Hopefully he's okay. He came flying back defensively to try and contest the shot from Martin. Commits the foul. The official helps him out of the bleachers, and Harvey's smiling. Looks like he's all right. And we will get a timeout with 5:50 to go in the first half, and we will take a quick one with them, with the Lions leading the Knights 20-16 here on Striv TV.
Because no 2 sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or in your own backyard, our treatment and rehabilitation plans will get you back to your peak performance.
Trust our team with your sports medicine needs.
Game on.
Welcome back to Omaha. Freed-Hardman and Marian going head-to-head in the opening round of the men's NAIA basketball national tournament. And it's Freed-Hardman, the 13 seed, leading the 4th seeded Marian Knights 20-16 with 5:50 to go in the first half. Cortland Martin has 2 free throws coming out of this timeout, as he was fouled by Christian Harvey on the steal and fast break opportunity. Martin, 5 points so far. Been the leading scorer all year with 20.5 a game for the Lions, and he knocks down the first.
I love the confidence that Freed-Hardman is showing in their free throw shooter and their leading scorer. Only one man all the way forward, Geraldo Lane, the rebound specialist. Everybody else in the backcourt knowing that he's going to drain those two.
And that he does. 7 points now for Martin. And the lead up to 6. Largest of the day here for Freed-Hardman. Stewart, the other leading scorer. What can he do in response? Looking for a lane to the basket. Tries a tough shot. And he's able to draw the foul. That'll send him to the line for 2 free throws. Stewart a little shaken up as well. You can see the grittiness and the fight these two teams are playing with already. We've seen Harvey go flying into the boards, or the bleachers rather, defensively, and Stewart as well, wincing a little bit after taking that contact.
He took a hard bump down there. 2 different bodies colliding with him as he went up for it. Didn't really get a lot to help him stick the landing.
Able to knock down the first free throw, no problem, however, as Marian will have substitution made as Brady Whitaker will see his first action of the day, the freshman from Greencastle, Indiana. And both the free throws go for Christian Stewart, and the deficit back down to 4. Stewart now with 5 points. Alex Rush is back to McLaren. Gets it over to Dawson Bailey. Martin, tough catch, able to get through, kicks it out. Rush, extra pass, 3-pointer. McLaren, that one goes. And the lead is up to 7 for the Lions. Riley McLaren knocks down the big 3-pointer. Now Stewart. Haven't seen much from Marian so far in this one from beyond the arc ever since the first few minutes. However, Tyree Johnson will look to change that, but it's offline. There's a strong fake. Dawson Bailey takes it himself for 2. Got his defender in the air and said, I'll have this one. And Freed-Hardman has built a 9-point advantage over Marian. That'll be a blocking foul as Christian Harvey able to drive in and force the contact. It'll go against Dawson Bailey, and it will be his second. 7th team foul against Freed-Hardman as well, so Marian goes to the bonus.
You can see him wincing a little bit. Christian Harvey, his second bump of the afternoon. Like you said, the grit and the determination there, putting his body on the line to try and get themselves back into it.
2 free throws for Harvey. He knocks down the first. Second point of the evening for him. Both have come from the free throw line where he's 2 of 3 to start the day. Now 3 of 4. 7-point game. Freed-Hardman leads at 27-20 as Alex Rush will check out of the game. And we'll see Hunter Skurlock back in for the Lions. Cortland Martin handling things. Jeremiah Alexander set to check in as well on the Freed-Hardman side. Skurlock works his way around and will go all the way back for Martin. There's a 3-pointer from the left wing. That one misses just a little bit off to the right from Dawson Bailey. Now a quick drive all the way, and stripped of the basketball on his way in was Harvey. However, possession will stay with Marian as Alexander will have a chance to come in. He'll also be joined by Wanya King. Bailey and McLaren out for the Lions. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Stewart, shot fake, open 3. Stewart knocks it down. And the deficit right back down to 4. Knights won't let the Lions get away that easily, as it's now 27-23. Here's Alexander called for the charge. Offensive foul drawn by Brody Whitaker. And all of a sudden, Marian has turned things around in a big way. They've got a chance to make it a one-possession game here.
That is sensational work for Whitaker. Getting both feet set. He was waiting on that one.
3:30 to play in the half. Tyree Johnson with the head for Whitaker. Harvey holding on to it. Surveying with 15 to shoot. Harvey backs out again. Now crosses over. Harvey with a great take. And it's a 2-point ball game with 3:10 to go. Martin able to fend off Johnson. Now he busts through. Martin, difficult floater. That one doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Wiley. Here comes Marian. Stewart will slow it down and take directions from Coach Hetty. Stewart, 13 to shoot. Looking for Wiley. Gets it to him on a bounce, and Wiley ties the game at 27. And listen to that Marian bench. They have gone on a 9-0 run here to even this one up. 2:20 to go until halftime. Martin swings it over. Driving in his lane. Turnaround doesn't go. And Marian's got the rebound coming the other way. Stewart feeds it to Harvey. Tried to kick it out. Might have been the wrong move, and it's saved. What an effort there from Freed-Hardman at 2-on-1 the other way. Lane looking to score, and he does. All started with the save by Skurlock on the defensive end, and Freed-Hardman back in front.
Fantastic hustle there to get just beyond the line, keeping that one in play. I don't know, it was just him tipping it, but it looked like it was a perfectly played pass.
Stewart over to Whitaker for three. That one comes up short, and they will get Wiley for an over the back. Foul called on the rebound. 1:29 to go until halftime. Lions still holding on to that 2-point lead. Cortland Martin, 7 points here in this first half. Lions' leading scorer is Geraldo Lang with 8. There's a missed three, but the offensive rebound on the putback. Skurlock providing some key contributions as he adds 2 more, and the Lions lead by 4.
Skurlock hasn't had the most flashy day, only going 1 for 2 with 2 points so far, but boy, oh boy, does he have some fantastic plays and hustle in him.
Stewart picks up his dribble, kicks out to Whitaker, and gets it back. 5 to shoot. Stewart, look at those hands. What a take from Christian Stewart. And it's a 2-point game with 45 seconds to go. Stewart now in double figures, him and Jacob Wiley each with 10. 9 seconds between shot and game clock here for the Lions. Step back three, high in the air and nothing but nylon. Wanya Kane with a thing of beauty from distance. And the Lions lead by 5. Shot clock turned off for the Knights. 8 seconds to go for Stewart. He'll make his read. He's got 3 seconds. Stewart gonna have to take the quick three, and Stewart can't hit. The first half is over. And once again, the lower seed has the lead at halftime. Freed-Hardman 34, Marian 29 after 20 minutes of play. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half here on
Because
Striv
no
TV.
2 sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or in your own backyard, our treatment and rehabilitation plans will get you back to your peak performance.
Trust our team with your sports medicine needs.
Game on.
Welcome back to Omaha, Nebraska. DJ Sokol Arena here at Creighton University for the first of our 2 opening round men's NAIA National Tournament games, where we've got the 4th-seeded Marian Knights coming in at 25-5, but trailing the 13th-seeded Freed-Hardman Lions at 19-12. 34-29 your score. Tyler Reedy and Owen Godberson on the call. And Owen, a strong first half for Freed-Hardman. What would you say the message would probably be to Marian in that first half?
I think more folks need to get in on the offensive side of things. So far for Marian, it has been all Wiley and all Stewart. Christian Harvey, Tyree Johnson, Jizzy, Heedy, Whitaker, Goman, Lankabell. They all need to start hitting shots because Lankabell, 0 for 4. Heedy, 0 for 2. They need to start hitting shots. They need to start spreading the offense around because eventually, law of averages, Wiley or Stewart's going to go cold, and then Freed-Hardman might be able to open up the throttle and extend this lead just a little bit.
Marian does get a stop on their opening defensive possession for the second half. Let's see what they can do going to work on offense. Their leading scorers, Jacob Wiley, Christian Stewart, each with 10. As Christian Harvey able to recover this, he has 5 points. Now Stewart with only 1 on the shot clock, offensive foul. And Stewart gets up in disbelief, but the official right there on top of the play calls him for the charge. And Freed-Hardman takes over. Marian just continues to struggle to find the answers to really pull ahead here.
And that's Dawson Bailey's second time around this game, getting the feet set and getting the offensive charge going the other way.
Marian only 4 different scores in this one. Freed-Hardman has 7. The leader so far, Geraldo Lane with 8. Cortland Martin not far behind with 7. He's got the basketball here. Gets it to his man. That's Skurlock for 2. Give him 4 points now on the day in a 7-point game. And then trying to get it in was Harvey, looking for Wiley, but a one-hand interception. Now coming the other way, unable to lay it in. And again, Harvey having some problems behind the basket as Geraldo Lane could not score with Harvey getting back defensively. Now Harvey on the offensive side, got it in the foul. Christian Harvey going up and down the court, all over the place for the Knights. He's got a 3-point play opportunity to begin the second half.
I have never seen anybody go more than coast to coast before. He started that play behind the hoop, down here getting tangled up all the way back down. What a day Harvey might start to have. He's taken a couple of bumps already. If he can get offensively going here, Marian might be able to find themselves back within striking distance.
So the 3-point play completed by Harvey, and the lead back down to 4 for the Lions. Martin gets past Johnson, has to kick out. With passing around the perimeter from Freed-Hardman. 3-pointer quickly taken. That one is off the mark from Bailey. Now coming the other way, Wiley lays it in. We've got a 2-point game as the Knights, following the opening bucket from Freed-Hardman, have responded emphatically. Now Martin bursting through, gets it to Skurlock. He kicks it out. Wide open 3 for Bailey. That one's short again, but he's got his own rebound. Bailey, this time a shorter shot won't go for 2. And Freed-Hardman gone a little bit cold. Bailey just missed 3 shots in a row. Stewart into Wiley, looking to tie the game. He does. 36-36. And we get a timeout called for by Freed-Hardman. Marian is feeling themselves now.
Marian came out in this second half firing on every single cylinder. A couple of key defensive stops. Also helped out with the fact Dawson Bailey going 0 for 3 there.
So Bailey now 1 for 9 from the field and 1 for 6 from 3 after those 3 misses to start the second half. So certainly hasn't been his day. But you look at what Marian has been able to do. They've been excellent on the rebounds. Out-rebounding Freed-Hardman 22-16. They've got 3 different players with 4 or more. Goman has 4 rebounds. Wiley has 5 rebounds to go with his 14 points. And Hayden Lankabell, who has been scoreless, picked up 5 rebounds in his limited action as well. And 5 assists for Christian Stewart, I should note as well. 10 points, 5 assists for the usual leading scorer. Getting it done in multiple ways tonight. Jeremiah Alexander just into the game. 2 in maroon for Freed-Hardman. Martin double teamed. Moves over to Skurlock. Now Lane. Looking for a lane. Kicks it out to Alexander. He bounces off the contact and scores 2 on the floater. Freed-Hardman has the lead right back.
Exactly what Freed-Hardman needed to do to stop the onslaught. They just needed to get points on the board.
Here's Christian Harvey. Over to Tyree Johnson. 12 to shoot. There's the 3 from Goldman. He knocks it down. Luke Goldman, and Marian, after all this time, is back in front.
One of those shots, as soon as that left his hand, you knew that one was going in.
So now 39-38 in favor of the Knights. They have not led since it was 14-12 halfway through the first half. Then over 13 minutes of game time for them. And now they've got it back. Now will Freed-Hardman answer? There's a drive and a score. 2 points for Riley McLaren, and he has 8 on the evening. Christian Harvey into Jacob Wiley. Wiley hands to Stewart. Stewart cutting in. Stewart, tough shot. That one won't go. And the rebound is held on to by Skurlock. Look at Martin hitting the accelerator, lobbing it up. The layup would not go. And now we're playing hot potato under the basket, but the rebound finally does come to Tyree Johnson. He floats it up for Jacob Wiley. Wiley with a nice move. Wiley can't score. Rebound Goldman. He's surrounded by 4, make it 5 defenders, and finally a whistle and a foul against Freed-Hardman. High tension action underneath each basket on both sides. Saw the missed catch and shoot try on the layup on one end by Lane, and then Wiley unable to score on the other, but Goldman forces the foul.
We get the referee doing a little bit of sanitation duty, but everybody gets a chance to kind of catch their breath after a hectic few moments on either end of the court.
Yeah, a lot of hands on knees, hands on hips here from both teams.
And up here in the booth as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4:10 to go. Then high-flying action here to begin the second half, going back into that back-and-forth type of ball game we saw in the early part of the first half before Freed-Hardman took the lead and held on to it. Here's Wiley. Harvey really wanted on the far side. He gets it, and he draws the foul on the drive. Christian Harvey forcing the issue, and they'll call the foul on the floor. So 15:41 to go in the second half. Knights still looking to take that lead back, trailing by 1, as this is lobbed for Wiley, who waits out the defenders and scores 2. Jacob Wiley has Marian back in front.
Thought for a second that lob was going to be an oop, and realized that Harvey, patient man down low.
Alexander gives to Martin. McLaren fell down for Freed-Hardman. Martin going to take it himself. And we've got a whistle and I believe a foul against Marian. It's against Tyree Johnson. That's his second. So 3 team fouls on either side. So looking like on pace to see plenty of free throws down the stretch with bonus and potentially even double bonus territory. As this is fed into Alex Rush. Rush showing off the footwork but can't score. A little long on the hook. And it's Marian basketball trying to build on the 1-point advantage. Harvey makes his move, threw it off the defender's foot. Able to retrieve. Now over to Stewart. 10 to shoot. Cross court. Johnson will take the three. That one is well short and off to the left. And rebounded by Lane. He races ahead and disses to Martin. Martin over to Rush. Now driving in is Lane. And we'll get a foul on the floor against Marian.
Yeah, we haven't seen Cortland Martin take a shot here in the last couple of minutes. He started 2 for 2. And he's been 0 for 3 from the last 3 attempts he's had. So not too shabby at 7 points, but they need to start picking up offensively here. Well, less than 15 minutes to go.
He's definitely transitioned into a bit more of a facilitator for the offense rather than pure scorer, as that three is missed off the inbound by King. And now Stewart for Marian. Harvey on the drive, backs out again and finds Goldman. Stewart with 14 to shoot. Stewart. This is fed in. Harvey running the baseline. He's got 3 to shoot. Harvey works back in. Step back jumper. Got it at the horn. Big 2 points from Christian Harvey. He has hit double figures. The third night to get there with 10. Hayden Lankabell, 25 in white, is checked back in for Marian. As this is Rush. Giving to King. Back to Rush, but through his hands, a little hot to handle. And out of bounds, Marian basketball with 13:34 to go.
It's just unfortunate there. Thought he had it going down towards the baseline. You know, the way his body was lined up there, he was ready to take that contact, potentially get to the line.
Now a timeout called for by Marian. 13:34 to go in the second half as we'll take a look at the leading scorers, some of the top stats of the day here between the two teams. Freed-Hardman has had a scoring by committee setup here with their squad. 8 points each for Geraldo Lane and Riley McLaren, and 7 for Cortland Martin along with 2 assists. Wanya King has 6 points and 3 assists. Hunter Skurlock 4 points and 3 rebounds, but he's in foul trouble with 3 of them. And then for Marian, mentioned the 3 that are already into double figures. Jacob Wiley has put in some work this evening. 16 points and 5 rebounds for him. Christian Stewart, the usual leading scorer, has 10 points to go with 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And Christian Harvey, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists as well for him. So, Owen, maybe it's one of the guys I just talked about. Maybe it isn't. Who have you liked? Who stood out to you from these two teams here this evening?
Well, what I'm looking at right now is for Marian, 4 different players having 2 fouls. They've been smart about distributing, sending folks to the stripe or sending them down to the baseline and trying to stop the play. It's been smart to distribute. I will say having 4 players with 2 fouls, not the best position to be in because you could find multiple players in foul position fairly quickly.
Both teams had 3 fouls. Marian now has 4 team fouls. Freed-Hardman has 3. So this is Christian Harvey racing up the court. Harvey dishes out to Johnson. Tyree Johnson, look at the speed of Marian. Basket and the foul for Tyree Johnson. And the Knights, in the blink of an eye, have stormed into a 5-point lead. Chance to make it 6 at the line for Johnson.
That is some terrific acceleration there from Tyree Johnson, driving inside.
Johnson, a 68.4% free throw shooter, knocks it down. Another 3-point play for Marian, the second we've seen already in this half. And it's 46-40 in favor of the Knights. And the Lions, after holding that lead for so long in the first half, have seen things slip away. Got to find an answer. And they'd be wise to start it with this man, Cortland Martin. He gets it over to Rush. Lane, Alexander, Martin gets it back. Reverses direction, and a foul will be called against Marian. We'll call it on Lankabell. It's his first personal, 5th team foul. Inbound goes to Rush. Fresh 20 to shoot here for Freed-Hardman. They'll shoot now. A three-pointer is drilled. Wanya King for three. His third triple of the game. And the Lions sure did need that, getting it back to a one-possession contest. Goldman hands to Stewart. Stewart thought about the three, made a last-second decision to pass it over and got it to Goldman. Now a three-pointer from Lankabell is off the mark and rebounded by Wanya King. Martin pushes, goes behind the back, is double-teamed, feeds it into Rush. He waits out the defender and scores. So Martin with a great find, working the high-low game down to Rush, and it's a one-point game.
Terrific find there from Martin. We saw it in the first half. He's able to see the entire court. His range of vision and his range of passing superb. Just another indication right there as to why he is one of the top players on this Freed-Hardman team.
Can't leave Stewart open for three, but fortunately for Freed-Hardman, he leaves it short. And we'll get a foul on the floor against the Lions. With 11:47 to go in the second half. That'll be Jacob Wiley back into the game as Luke Goldman heads for a seat on the bench. Both teams now with 5 fouls as that inbound is thrown over the head of Stewart and out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Freed-Hardman as Stewart hit the ground hard. Fortunately, everybody all right down there. Certainly need some ice baths tomorrow morning.
Terrific work there from Cortland Martin, getting up and getting that tip out.
So Marian back to work on offense with 15 on the shot clock. Lukidi had his pass tipped, but still able to control it is Stewart. Christian Stewart over to Heedy. He works his way in, 3 to shoot. Stewart behind the back, throws up a prayer, and that one is short. Shot clock violation against Marian. A strong defensive performance on that trip for Freed-Hardman. They take over with a chance at the lead. And we'll see a couple substitutions made. Riley McLaren back into the game.
A big stop at that. Freed-Hardman getting their chance here to maybe nudge back in front and turn this into a more back and forth contest.
Here's Martin. Gets over to Kane. He'll step back for three. Kane is feeling it, but he misses it. And the rebound to Wiley. Lankabell back to Harvey. Christian Harvey, tough take, doesn't go. He was defended well. Now he's got to get back in the play, though he's limping a little bit. Opportunity to score here, and they do. Freed-Hardman on the basket by King has jumped back in front. The game of runs continues as we get a timeout taken. 10:50 to go in the second half, and we will take a timeout with them here on Striv TV.
Because no two sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or in your own backyard, our treatment and rehabilitation plans will get you back to your peak performance.
Trust our team with your sports medicine needs.
Game on.
Here at DJ Sokol Arena, nearing the midway point of the second half here on Striv TV in the opening round of the men's NAIA National Tournament with the 4th-seeded Marian Knights and the 13th-seeded Freed-Hardman Lions playing a one-point contest. It is the Lions in front. Tyler Reedy and Owen Goberson on the call here as Marian will look to grab the lead back. Lankabell hands to Maximus Jizzy, who's back in the game. Linkabell to Wiley. Linkabell gets it back. Thought about a 3. Now we'll give to Tyree Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Heedy gets it over. Linkabell, quick release. Doesn't go. And Freed-Hardman takes it back. Martin speeding up the court. Now slows it down. Goes between the legs. Hardman gets it in to Skurlock. Skurlock, hard. Or rather, Martin on the back cut. Can't lay it in and hit the ground hard as well. And that'll be Marian basketball coming the other way.
Everything looked perfect there from Martin besides the feet.
And there's a perfect lay-in on the other end. Marian takes the lead back. It's Tyree Johnson for 2. 48-47 Knights. King gets it over to Skurlock. Alexander begging for it in the post. However, Freed-Hardman keeps it on the perimeter with Skurlock. Now Alexander gets it up high. McLaren. There's a quick 3 with 5 to shoot. And again, Wanya Kane, he has hit some big ones today. His 4th outside make of the day. And give him 14 points.
In the eyes of the defender as well. That was sensational from King from distance.
Looking for the answer and getting it to go for 2. Toe was on the line for Tyree Johnson. That does tie the game. And Johnson complaining to the official about something. Might have been the contact he felt he received, but the game is tied.
I think he was pleading his case. He thought that was a 3-pointer.
On the other end, Skurlock with some hard work against Wiley, but he can't score. Wiley forced him into a tough shot. And now with 8.5 to go, Marian working with the game tied. Both teams at the half-century mark. Johnson, tight area dribbling, kicks out Linkabell. He fakes the pass and scores on the floater. The perfect touch from Linkabell, and the Knights lead by 2.
Linkabell finally turning his fortunes around, his first make of the day at 7 attempts.
And now the Marian bench and the fans behind them starting to make some noise defensively. This will be a foul on the floor against the Knights. It's their 7th team foul, so we will have free throws, or is it their 6th? It is the 6th team foul. We'll go to a timeout before the inbound with 7:58 to go in the second half. Marian 52, Freed-Hardman 50 as we check back in on the leading scores in this one. Wanya Kane has taken over a bit for Freed-Hardman. He now has 14 points to go with 3 assists as he's gone 4 of 8 from downtown tonight. Riley McLaren with 8, along with Geraldo Lane 8, 5 rebounds for him as well, and 7 points, 4 assists for Cortland Martin. And you talked about Martin a lot pregame coming in about what he can do scoring and how important he would have to be. Hasn't had his biggest night by any means, but he still has been able to provide quite a bit for this offense.
Yeah, he's been solid so far, and the reason he has been a little bit more quiet than usual is the man coverage that Tyree Johnson has on top of him. Johnson is not letting him get even a iota of space. He is on him the entire time. I think it's a lot of physicality in there, but I saw a lot of jawing going on between the two of them. Maybe some mental games there from Tyree Johnson putting off Freed-Hardman's, let's be honest, your best player.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. And Marian on the other side, 4 scores in double digits. Harvey 10, Wiley 16 and 7 boards. Johnson 11, and Stewart, the all-around game for him. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Those 4 guys account for 47 of the 52 points. Goman and Linkabell have the other 5, but Marian has relied heavily on their stars tonight, and they certainly have provided, putting them in position to lead by 2. It is Freed-Hardman basketball, however. King looking for space. Dishes out. Now it's Lane. Back to King. Look at that. Jizzy is all up in his grill. King trying to get away. Kicks out to Martin. Catch and shoot 3. That one won't go, and a rebound pulled in by Wiley. Well, Jizzy steps up. And a whistle And it looks like we will get a foul against Freed-Hardman. That'll go on Dawson Bailey.
Dawson Bailey there was a little bit of contact on the way through. He reacted to it, got caught with the arm out.
Maximus Jizzy with it, 18 to shoot. Johnson to Goman. Jizzy again. Now 6 to shoot. Wiley will drive. Wiley will travel. He's upset with the official about something. Both these teams are certainly going back and forth with these officials after the calls. You can just tell how much they want this one. Getting down to the final minutes in the second half, but Freed-Hardman will take over as Marian brings Christian Harvey back into the game. As it's Lions basketball. Dawson Bailey gets it to Cortland Martin, working through traffic. Martin trying to go on Harvey, and Harvey forces the steal. And it is Marian basketball as they call the timeout with Harvey on the floor. A big-time steal for Christian Harvey, the junior guard.
That was impressive from Harvey. He got the steal, grabbed it in the air, and as falling to the ground, about to go out of bounds, called the timeout. As perfect a timing as you could possibly have. Just another example of Christian Harvey throwing caution to the wind today and putting everything on the line to try and get this win.
So looking at the team shooting today, it's very, very similar on both sides. Freed-Hardman has attempted 9 more shots than Marian, 51 versus 42, but both have made 20 field goals. Freed-Hardman has had better volume from three-point land, going 8 of 23. Marian just 3 of 17, shooting half as well as Freed-Hardman percentage-wise, but Marian has seen more trips to the line. They're 9 of 10 from the charity stripe. Freed-Hardman 2 of 2, and Marian has out-rebounded Freed-Hardman quite substantially. It's 31-22 Knights in that department. Marian with the basketball now. Stewart has it. On a bounce to Wiley. Jumper on the baseline. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Martin. Watch him go. Martin pushing the pace. Gets it to his man. And able to score is King. We are tied again at 52. 16 points for Wanya King. Getting close to a season high. 22. Three-pointer on the other end from Johnson is missed, but a big offensive rebound. That's Goman working under the hoop, can't score. That one out of bounds. It went off the head of a Lion, and possession stays with Marian. Wanya King, his 15th game in double figures this season as he's got 16 points for the Lions. Stepping up to help fill the void with Marian doing their best efforts to take away Cortland Martin. However, Kane out of the game now. There's Marian at work on offense with Stewart. 10 to shoot. Stewart on a bounce. Johnson driving, kicking. Stewart, jump shot, doesn't go, and Goman looking for the rebound again. However, he's out-leaped by Skurlock. Lane on the drive. Has to kick back out, and Martin will slow things down. Martin gets it to his man, Alexander, on a beautiful find. And it is 54-52 Lions, an excellent, excellent feed from Cortland Martin.
It just shows the quality of Cortland Martin. He has been really man-marked the entire game. He has not had any space, any time to think by himself. That is terrific from Harvey.
Yeah, no time to think on that drive, but Harvey, again, he's limping. Man, he is battling through some pain tonight. Able to lay it in again. We get a foul on the other end against Tyree Johnson of Marian as Harvey continues to try and walk off whatever he's dealing with there. And now we'll get a timeout, a full timeout called for by Freed-Hardman, and with 5:11 to go in the second half, we'll take a full timeout with them and be right back on Striv TV.
Because no two sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or in your own backyard, our treatment and rehabilitation plans will get you back to your peak performance.
Trust our team with your sports medicine needs.
Game on.
Back here in Omaha at DJ Sokol Arena for the final 5 minutes of our first men's opening round matchup in the NAIA National Tournament here, with Freed-Hardman, the 13 seed, and Marian, the 4 seed, going down to the wire. We're tied at 54 here at Sokol Arena, as Cortland Martin will have free throws coming out of the break. Tyler Reedy and Owen Godberson on the call. There's Martin to the line, already working with 7 points and 6 assists on the evening.
As I was saying earlier before Harvey's drive into the rim, Martin, with how tightly he's been marked today, it just shows the caliber of player he is to still find the space and the awareness instead of trying to force shots himself, bringing his team into the game, getting 6 different assists on the day.
Christian Stewart on the other end, a big three-pointer to take us into the final 5 minutes. The Knights lead by 3. Now Martin wants to score on the other end, but it won't fall. And it'll be in the hands of Stewart for Marian. Knights trying to find that takeover mode down the stretch. Stewart slips by. Stewart able to draw the foul, going up for the shot, and several Lions are unhappy with that one. And it will be 2 free throws coming up for Christian Stewart.
That was really the first call of the afternoon from the officials that I really disagreed with. I didn't think there was a whole lot of contact in that drive in.
I should note, Harvey has checked out of the game for Marian. He's currently stretching out behind the bench. As Stewart shoots 2 free throws and knocks it in the first. Give him 14 points now. He's 3 of 3 from the line. Stewart got them both. 59-54. Knights lead by 5. They pulled ahead by more than a possession earlier in the half, but the Lions were able to get themselves back to a lead themselves. See if they can do the same here. And that'll help their case. A foul called defensively against Stewart. Second personal foul on Stewart, and with Freed-Hardman in the bonus, this will be a 1-and-1 for McLaren. First free throw attempts of the day for Riley McLaren. And he gets the first. 9 points for him now. McLaren has been a rock-solid free throw shooter on the year, 86.4%. That's good for second best on the team. And he shows you why right there. 60-55, make it 60-56. Actually, 59-56. The scoreboard was off here at Sokol Arena, but now we're good to go. Marian looking for it here, as that one knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights, and the Lions take over, forcing a big turnover with 3:59 to go in the half.
This could be a momentous possession for Freed-Hardman. They got to put points on the board here.
Martin into Alexander. Kicks it out to tie the game for 3. That one is short from Geraldo Lane. And it's Marian basketball. Stewart pushing ahead with 3:35 to go. Tyree Johnson. Hands off to Christian Stewart. 12 to shoot. Screen from Wiley. Stewart goes over to Goman. Stewart gets it back. Stewart shot fake. Stewart three. It is short and rebounded by Skurlock. Here's Martin in transition. Martin able to get it and the foul. He's got a chance to tie the game at the free throw line.
And Stewart might look a little worse for wear there. I think there was contact to the face on the way through. Incidentally, no foul, no nothing, just hard-fought play there that Stewart may have come off a little worse for wear.
So a big-time bucket for Cortland Martin. He now has 11 points and can tie it up at the free throw line. 3:10 to go in the half. And he does. 59 all between Marian and Freed-Hardman in the 4-13 matchup. 10 points now for Martin. 3 minutes to go. This is delivered back to Christian Harvey. Harvey feeds it into Wiley, who had his pocket picked, but illegally. The Freed-Hardman bench is in disbelief as the foul will go against King. Second personal foul. And now Marian is in the bonus as well. Wiley will head to the line for a 1-and-1. Short on the first. And now the Lions have a chance at the lead with a basket of any kind. In the hands of Martin. Martin had his pass deflected. Johnson gets to it in time. Johnson straight in, got it. And the Knights take the lead, 61-59.
Great hustle play from Johnson there. Was close to getting the contact and getting the and one.
What a find inside, and that'll be a shooting foul. Wanya Kane able to get it to Jeremiah Alexander, who draws the foul. 2 free throws coming up for him. And the foul went against Stewart. That is his 4th personal, so something to watch for down the stretch. The top scorer for the season for Marian in some foul trouble as Alexander knocks down the first free throw. As we will see Hayden Lankabell check in for Luke Goman. Alexander looking to tie the game. He can't. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Skurlock going for the rebound. Marian basketball.
He went up for it hard there. One of those that could have gone either way if he got the lucky break.
So now 2:10 on the clock in the second half. Knights trying to find some way to close the door on this one. Lankabell swings it over to Harvey. Christian Harvey works his way in. Has a hand back out. That's a 2-point jumper for Johnson, and he hits it. Big time shot for Johnson. 3-point lead for the Knights. And now Cortland Martin. Marian bench rises to its feet. 1:35 to go. Martin works his way in. Oh, what a pass delivered to perfection for Hunter Skurlock, who scores. Martin has been dropping dimes left and right across the basketball court. That was his 7th assist. 1:20 to go. Knights clinging to a 1-point lead. This is lobbed up. Wiley able to pull it in. He's got it. And you can add the foul as well. A monster play for Jacob Wiley, but an injury underneath the hoop. Trying to tell who that is down there. I think it could be Lane. No, it's not Lane. Might actually be Martin.
Yeah, Martin went down
Martin.
hard.
Ooh. So they will, they're stretching out that left leg. Hopefully just cramping up down there for Cortland Martin, but obviously tough to see him go down. He's had a heck of a game, as we just saw with that most recent beautiful pass to Hunter Skurlock, 10.7 assists for Martin. When we get everything cleaned up here, it'll be one free throw attempt coming up for Jacob Wiley on the basket and foul opportunity. 1:11 on the clock. Knights just trying to find that put away stuff here down the stretch. Might have found it with the Wiley and one, but it'll all depend on the defensive side of the ball. As Martin, fortunately, able to get back to his feet. And he's walking on his own power. Great to see. And Wiley gives him some love. Headed to the free throw line, and Martin will indeed be on his way to the bench. Drew Stutz will have a brief conversation with the official as he brings Silas Clark into the game to replace Martin. As we are about ready for the free throw, it looks like. As Martin has the foam roller down at the end of the bench, working on that left leg, as that's a big miss. Coming up short on the free throw was Wiley. And now 1:05 to go in the half. We get a timeout called for by Freed-Hardman. 65-62 in favor of Marian. And Owen, we've been wanting it all game, or all day rather, that close game, that back and forth action coming all the way down to the wire. And it looks like we found ourselves right here.
All right, this is going to go down, I think, to the last second. This could be a one-possession game all the way down for the remaining 65. And if Cortland Martin can stay out, stay healthy, stay out on the court for the remaining 1:05, it may just fall to him.
I mean, that's the other factor with this timeout. It gives him a chance to get back on track a little bit, and he has gotten up and is joined in the huddle. Just moving around, trying to get some weight on those legs. We'll see if he comes back out on the floor yet, and it looks like he will. So Cortland Martin, after the brief respite, is back on the floor for Freed-Hardman. 1:05 to go. They are down by 3. And it's Martin with the basketball. And they'll put that leg to the test right away. And he's looking as quick as ever. Look at him go. He kicks it out. Alexander to tie the game. That one missed. And a big-time rebound for Harvey. So now 50 seconds to go. 23.5 seconds between shot and game clock. So plenty of time to work with. No need to foul just yet if you're the Lions.
Just need a defensive stop here. Keep it a one-possession game with the shot clock on your side.
Stewart looking for the dagger. There's the three. Stewart missed it. And the rebound to King. Shot clock turned off. 18 seconds to go. It's Martin to Skurlock. Now King has it at the top. 12 seconds to go. King over to Skurlock. Open for the tie. He missed it, but an offensive rebound, and the putback goes for Alexander. And we've got a 1-point game with 6.2 to go. So now there's no doubt if the Knights can get this inbound clean, we will have to see the foul game coming from the Lions. 10 team fouls for Marian, 9 for Freed-Hardman. So the next one will result in 2 free throws for the Knights. And man, what a play to grab that offensive rebound from Jeremiah Alexander. Got 7 points now, 5 rebounds. He's been a huge factor off the bench in this one for Freed-Hardman.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrific to keep themselves in it. Thought for all the world that Skurlock in acres of space, thought for sure he was going to have that one be the equalizer and force that. To be honest, there was, I think we say, the 6.2 seconds left. Oh, a world we could have been in if it was a tie game with 6.2 to go. Oh, we still got some thrilling action left. as well as the next game as well, so we're not going to finish out with this one.
Absolutely not. Skurlock, not a guy you'd expect to miss from out there. 41.2% from three-point land coming in, but unable to get it to go. Alexander the cleanup. And now they break the huddle. Knights will have the inbound, leading by 1. Winner moves on to tomorrow night. And the loser goes home, and we will extend the timeout as Marian takes one themselves. So 6.2 still on the clock as strategy will continue to be discussed and players will continue to be given a chance to rest up a little bit. We look at the leading scores of this one before we either take this thing to overtime or close it out. Freed-Hardman still Wanya King, the big three-point shooter today, 4 of 8 from distance. He has 16 total points to go with 3 assists. Cortland Martin had that brief injury, but has played a fine game with 10 points and 7 assists. And Riley McLaren, 10 points as well to go with 2 rebounds. And then for Marian, Jacob Wiley has stepped up in a big way, 18 points, 9 rebounds. Boy, that'd be something if he could grab a 10th rebound to complete the double-double on a final shot or something like that. But Wiley had the big and 1 moments ago. Tyree Johnson, 15 points for the Knights. Christian Harvey, 12 points and 4 assists. And Christian Stewart as well, 15 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, but something to watch for with his 4 fouls. So now we'll be able to play basketball here and see if Marian can get this inbound going and Freed-Hardman can play this thing according to plan, get to the line. We'll pause again. And another timeout. 3rd consecutive timeout now for Freed-Hardman. So we'll continue to draw this thing out. And we will take a quick break here. 3 timeouts is enough for us here on Striv TV. We'll be right back.
Because no 2 sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field.
All right. Assuming we don't go to a 4 timeout, looks like we're finally ready to go for the inbound with 6.2 on the clock. Marian leading by 1. Johnson. They get him for what's the call here? Some discussion going on down on the floor. Is it another timeout? Still a discussion going on. The 3 officials will confer, and it looks like we have a 4th consecutive timeout. This one will go for Marian.
I think the confusion may have been the clock going a couple of seconds before. They went to switch it down from underneath the hoop instead of off to the right-hand side.
Okay.
So I think the officials down at the scores table started the clock before the ball was in play.
So it's back at 6.2 now. We still have not inbounded since the Jeremiah Alexander rebound and put back to make it a 1-point game. We will try not to continue this until tomorrow, but what do we know up here in the booth as for a 4th time, supposedly, we will prepare for the inbound. Freed-Hardman does have one timeout left. And we finally have an inbound. It goes to Christian Stewart, who draws the foul. So he will have 2 free throws as that's foul number 10 against Freed-Hardman. Foul against Geraldo Lane, his second personal foul. Two free throws awaiting Christian Stewart. He's 4 for 4, perfect from the line today. 5.3 on the clock. And he got the first. Calm, cool, and collected. Christian Stewart now with 16 points. Marian has Jacob Wiley back into the game. The second one for Stewart. Left it short. It's a 2-point game, and there's that final timeout used by Freed-Hardman. 4.1 seconds on the clock, and it's a 2-point game. So, Owen, what are you looking for here? What do you think should be the strategy going forward for the Lions on this final offensive try?
Well, first, I wonder if that was intentional from Christian Stewart, the miss, because I don't think he knew that Freed-Hardman had one last timeout left to use.
That's a good point.
We're looking at this inbound. We'll get it on the far side. It's all about, if you're Marian, forming a perimeter. Force them into that, a tough shot from distance, because you can get it inside, down low, force overtime on an easy layup. Can't do that. Force them into a long ball, because they have shot a little bit cold, Freed-Hardman. It's been hit or miss today from beyond the arc. 30.8% on the afternoon. You just can't foul at this point. That is one of the biggest things. You have to be smart, disciplined towards the tail end of this game. I'd honestly just form a perimeter around the arc and dare them.
Reminder coming up in about an hour, 8:15 p.m., maybe later if this one needs overtime. But Indiana Northwest and Concordia, Nebraska will be going head-to-head in the second opening round men's matchup. Winner of this one plays the winner of that one. Here we go, 4.5 on the clock, so they have added 0.4 of a second. Long inbound is right into the hands of Stewart. They've got to foul him quick. He throws it up in the air, and the clock will run out, and the game is over. Marian survives with a 66-64 victory over Freed-Hardman, and they are moving on to play basketball tomorrow night.
Big time win there from Marian. A wasted opportunity from Freed-Hardman. 4.5 seconds left. That's plenty of time to go coast to coast. They didn't even get a final shot off. Disappointing in the end for the Lions that they come up 2 points shy. But as you mentioned, what a win. 1 rebound shy for Jacob Wiley on a double-double, and the Knights survive in advance.
So 66-64, the final score. Marian, the 4 seed over Freed-Hardman, the 13 seed. The Lions will be heading home back to Henderson, Tennessee. And as I said, the Marian Knights will play the winner of Indiana Northwest and Concordia, Nebraska tomorrow night. We've got that matchup next. Indiana Northwest and Concordia coming up at 7:15 p.m., 8:15 Eastern. Next up here at Sokol Arena on Striv TV.
Because no two sports-related injuries are alike, our sports medicine team is made up of people from all medical backgrounds covering a variety of specialties.
We work together to create a treatment plan customized to your individual injury.
We understand that activity is not limited by age, gender, or skill level, and we offer care that is tailored to you.
Sports injuries can happen to anyone, whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite athlete, and we'll be here for you when you need us.
We treat a variety of injuries, ranging from ankle sprains to ACL tears to shoulder dislocations. Our goal is to help you recover to your maximum potential.
Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or in your own backyard, our treatment and rehabilitation plans will get you back to your peak performance.
Trust our team with your sports medicine needs.
Game on.